I remember that.
All right, hello, everybody. Yo! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another iteration of the My Hero Academia manga chapter reads. We got the new chapter, 403, and I'm here with Mark.
Hey,
Mark, there's something that we always do before every new chapter, and what would that be?
recap episode!
Oh, Jesus. It's a good day. Here, let me just make sure all my stuff is going just as planned here. Make sure filters are good. Yeah, I think we're all good. So let's go with the recap episode real quick. 402. Before we jump into 403. Because I actually do need that recap. Oh yes, that's right. All the twices are dissipating at this point. As you can see, like everyone like up in UA has been like fighting for as long as they can. See Momo, she's completely strapped. Just trying to defend. Who was it over here? Oh my god, I knew her name from top of it, but I'm like, oh god.
Isn't it Hatsume?
Hatsume, yes. And then we also have like still that fight with Alpha Shiki. We have Deku still having to like deal with them, but we were still kind of in the midst of All For One, like kid version All For One, as he's
Takes.
He's turning his attention to Shigaraki because he's kind of within sight. Tries to like reach in and communicate to him telepathically, and like Shigaraki's like, "No, don't touch me, master. Don't butt it." And everyone's like, "All right, I guess that's not gonna work."
He said, "Well, shit. I guess I gotta do this the old-fashioned way."
And he strolls up with them, gleefully holding on to All Might in one hand.
And they're like, la 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 la.
And I was like, "This is messed up."
That's disrespectful.
And then we have Deku looking out to that. It's like, "Oh, All Might!" And we just get some flashbacks here again, some more motivation. It's All Might. He's got the black text bubbles now. He's still gonna be that symbol of peace, and we get a flashback real quick of the predecessor. She was like saying, like during her dying moments, she was saying like, it's Toshinori. He's going, like All Might's going to defeat you because at times he can be much more unhinged as you.
He just say, "That man got that dog in him."
And when we noticed this, like the moment he like kind of like pulled his arm like around Alpha One's like neck, you see like those gauntlets that Bakugo has.
They look like one of Bakugo's gauntlets. They've got like the things you'd see on a grenade.
Yeah,
Little lumps.
And we're just left with a huge flash, and that's the end of like 402. We get to hit the solar flare.
Solar flare.
And now we can jump into 403. And of course, I gotta give props to like the color spread here. It looks phenomenal. We actually get to see All Might's like whole armored like skin setup.
It looks nice.
Yeah, it's very nice. And just seeing,
I like how it kind of looks like on the. It looks almost like a fur cape.
yeah, kinda. I see that. That's interesting. Yeah. Oh my god, that makes me wonder like how are they going to like animate that? If they ever
It's obviously not, but it looks like the way they were drawing it, it looks like it was like supposed to be like some kind of metal-esque fur.
Yeah. I like to think it's just like the nanotech just prepping itself for whenever it's needed.
It's just like that's why it's not fully adapted, because it's like I'm just gonna stay partially made, partially not, just in case I need to do something.
Yeah. Because if I recall correctly, like that cape is specifically for like shielding him, like for the initial attack, right?
Yep. Auto shield.
Mm-hmm. It's a shame that that's a very short-lived armor set, but it'll be so cool like when they like develop another like My Hero game that they implement this like particular outfit.
Right, whether it be a fighting game or whether it be in the new Battle Royale.
Yeah, that too.
Or in the Jump MOBA, Jump Assemble, which is out right now in Asian countries. I believe they said they're going to be trying to bring it to the West.
Hmm.
To which, if so, we're totally playing that.
Yeah. We still gotta play the other one too.
Right.
We gotta play all of them actually. It'll be like a celebration of the end or something like that. Just like shooting some ideas out there. But let's go ahead and get started with chapter 403. We start with a kid gleefully reading this book.
It's Anpan Man. If I'm not
Anpan
mistaken,
Man.
it is a Japanese manga.
Yeah, actually, you know what? They give you like a little bit of the resource there. It's just this kid focusing. Yeah, this is probably Toshinori. He's like, "Why was I made? What am I here to do?"
It says a copyright of the guy that made Anpan Man. That's funny.
Yeah, they gotta do it. It's like, you know what?
Even the copyright number. That's funny.
We got that one girl from Zom 100 over here.
I think that's his mom.
Yeah, that's his mom. Wait, are you saying? No.
Bro, she got some long hair.
A lot long hair. But we get a little bit of a monologue here. Thinking back, sorry. Mine was a path that anyone might have trod. My early memories are almost too tender and mild to be called a proper origin. I guess that's fair. Gets this little panel shot of just... Honestly, like, it's kind of weird because, like, obviously this is, like, specific environments here and there, but, like, with the sky kind of blackened here and there, it's kind of hard to tell, like, is this real?
Yeah, it's almost like a dreamscape.
Yeah. At the end of this little path, we see All Might in a suit. As for what I've done, I just happened to glance back in my path, and what I saw seemed very significant. See, kind of like partial bubbles, lights, bubbles, like just on the pavement. Number 403.
Those are his steps, I assume.
Maybe, yeah. And they all like have the little twinkles there.
I can't stop twinkling.
I can't stop twinkling. Number 403. The end of an era. And ... I'm just gonna leave you at that until maybe the end of the chapter. Which is why he says, cuts to all for one. How very hero-like of you. As he like morphs like the back of his neck, sends some screws like piercing through like All Might's like arm. Damn.
Ah.
Yeah, that really sucks. You'd hope to choose how you leave this world? All for one asks.
Huh? Izuku Midoriya?
Well, Izuku Midoriya?
Huh? Izuku Midoriya?
I'll take these next 2 pages.
That is still a meme to us at this point. That one time we saw that, he's like, yeah, Izuku Midoriya.
Izuku Midoriya? Yeah, but I think he, All for One continues. But no, because finally, that's every last trick in your book. Blood curdle, he says, or like the quirk.
He did take Stain's quirk.
Oh no. So yeah, that's All Might's blood, and immediately All Might takes the effect. A cornered hero is terrifying indeed. A lesson courtesy of you. No, you won't be achieving anything here. As he gets a Joker smile.
The man smiles so hard he tore the sides of his face.
That's whoa.
Ow.
There. That's the face I've been waiting for. It's just
sadistic fuck.
Yeah, that shock value from All Might is exactly what he's been like searching for. You at your lowest. Got Sakachi's looking at the monitors. And I'm trying to see what's going on here. Oh my god, I love how he like drew this.
Look, he's like an ant compared to the rest of the building.
That man single-handedly holding that thing up. Props to him.
W Riz.
W Riz. La Brava's like, Gentle! And Gentle's like, yes, I see. UA is stable now, so I must be off.
He wants to go try to give All Might the assist.
Mm-hmm. And then just like some kind of shock, some kind of like stream like straight through UA. Everyone feels the impact of a yikes! Don't stop recording!
Keep filming.
All of a sudden, Gentle's feeling the force again. He's like, ah, oh,
Shit.
that big old smile from All For One healing back as he says, Yue distracted me and threw off my aim. No matter. Be crushed under your own righteousness. Is that Tobita? Okay.
Yeah. My man got that. My man got that. I just started a 3rd grade haircut.
No. Okay. Sorry, continue.
We see Stars. We see Stars. Old co-pilots, aka Swolnaya in the gang.
Swolnaya.
Aim all lasers. Prepare to fire. But we might hit All Might too. We see this Swolnaya. Star looked up to him like no other. We see Admiral Akbar.
Oh yeah.
He's like he's just watching. You see All For One just at that gleam in his eye, just like the X-66 jets that helped Star beat down Tamora.
Oh no.
They said fuck. The jets were just wiped out with a single swipe of his hand.
That bro.
Swolnaya!
No.
However, Star is no longer with us. As we see the jets go down to the ground just in a wreckage, we see Admiral Akbar is just devastated.
Mm.
We see Izuku fighting with Shigaraki. He's looking over still at All Might. As we see Tsukachi doing the same. They both just don't know what to say. Their hearts are beating.
Oh my god.
We see the citizens here, the boy who's watching with his grandma, and some of the citizens all around the world. Well, crap. Huh? We see him picking up All Might. We see All For One picking up All Might. Someone says, All Might's totally about to bite the dust. Yeah, it's all over. No way. That can't be. All Might? Really? We see an old man. He once saved me. Or he saved me once. We see him he's putting his hands on All Might's back, like lifting him up.
Mm.
We see the kids watching from their safe area. We see this being said, no matter how it goes down, his death is what it's saying. And then we see Melissa, Uncle Mike.
Oh my god.
We see Gran Torino crying as well. He's like,
no.
Toshinori marks the end of an era. As we see Shigaraki smiling, Izuku like looking appalled, shocked, and then we see Tsukachi looking worried. Then Tsukachi going, no! No! As we see All Might in absolute despair, Izuku about to fucking lose it. We see All For One holding him up. Like, it's if you've ever seen Black Panther, if you remember how Killmonger
Oh yeah.
threw T'Challa over the falls, exact same pose.
Oh wow. I was thinking about like, the Dark Knight bit when like he gets his back broken, and not in like that way. We're talking about like the painful way.
Also that way too.
What? Nani?
No, I mean, just let you know, I'm not talking about getting your back blown out. I'm talking about what you said before that.
Oh yeah, okay. I was born in it.
I was born into it.
Oh.
Then we see Izuku's close up his eye. And then we see Tsukachi. Someone. Anyone. Up to you.
Okay. This is hype. Okay. Oh, I won't really talk about like what I've potentially have seen, because a lot of that's been a faded memory at this point. But this is a really cool shot. It's obviously like the way that they draw Izuku in this like big panel. Obviously, like all the sparks are like flying off his eyes, but you also see like a mix of possibly tears there too. And you see the back of UA obviously still being held up. You can even see Gentle in the very far distance. You can see him; he's a speck. But we see above that is another tiny speck, but the shining. As you get a close up, and you see a very familiar like figure just walk out of the steam. As we get another reminder of what chapter number this is, number 403 in static. As we jump into the next page, it's just that boy Bakugo.
It's Bakugo!
And he's already got the sparkles here and there. You know what's happening.
Yeah, because remember, people may forget, it's been a while. Before all this happened, his quirk was awakening.
Yeah. All right. Like, I'm not... Well, we could talk about that at the end. But we continue with the chapter opening up again, reminding us the end of an era. And as Deku like notices Bakugo, turns to him. Bakugo, you still can't really see too many expressions going on. As we go back to that like little flashback in the beginning, or I guess that weird like illusionary world at the very beginning, showing All Might's steps, what he's left behind. In Bakugo's hand is that trading card of All Might. And those represent the steps.
His path.
His path.
And it shows Izuku and Bakugo holding them.
I'm not ready for the next page, but I'm gonna do it.
Even he's holding one himself.
Yeah, he's holding one himself. Alright, I'm gonna do it. 3, 2, 1. Next page. Okay. But yeah,
it's still such a beautifully done panel.
The beginning. It's a close-up of Izuku and Bakugo both holding the same card. As we see Bakugo, like a very cool, like, well, I mean, it's a very detailed one of both him and Deku. They're both drawn in a way to be like left and right, dividing up like the pages. And that's all we see so far. To be continued.
The shading on this, look at all the water mixed in with Izuku too. It looks so good.
Yeah, that's right. It's like it's a downpour right now.
And Bakugo looks like Bakugo looks like either water or sweat.
I would say it's a little bit of both. Yeah.
It's also, look at Bakugo's eyes.
Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm glad that they actually like did a close up on that.
Like little explosions.
Yes. So now that we're at the end, I wanted to say that this was like, this possibly was the page that was spoiled like somewhere online for me. But it was one of those things where it was on TikTok, I believe, and I just saw like a My Hero post, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Swipe, and then like, boom, it was like right there. But I didn't register it because I knew like, oh, that's a panel I may not recognize. So I kind of swiped up and just forgot about it for a little bit without really thinking about the details. Except for the fact that I did see Deku on one side, and the other side, I'm like, that's probably Bakugo, to be honest.
One more time. Sorry to hit the last part.
Oh yeah, I was saying that I saw this page, but the moment I saw I recognized Deku on one side, and I'd had to like focus on like the right to know what that was. I quickly like swiped up and just did not think about that.
You're like, I'm going to forget this now.
Mm-hmm. But then, you know, like later on, there was another posting that completely like forgoed any type of like My Hero tags of like a spoiler or whatnot.
It's just there.
Yeah, and that's just because like it's part of other people posting about like other characters dying in other pages, and you know them being like res back up, and Bakugo was like mentioned in that one, so I was like, yeah, you know, like we kind of anticipated that happening just at the same time as like All Might trying to use Bakugo's bit. Although I guess the surprising thing was the fact that I thought that Bakugo's like quirk would be utilized and shown off in this one, but in this case,
it was going to.
Yeah, All For One just like intercepted that.
But now we're gonna see it again.
Yeah. But
because you remember, Bakugo was actually giving Shigaraki a little bit of a run for his money before he was taken down.
Yeah. This is
he was getting really fast.
Yeah. I really like that. I wanted to bring it up as we were talking about like, you know, the quirk and like the side effects, because like that visually shows up with Bakugo. It's hard to tell like if that was like, for me personally, if that was the awakening there, because I could have sworn like that moment when Deku was in trouble, he was gonna get impaled by Shigaraki earlier on, like that moment where like he felt like that need to just be there, and for him to kind of almost instinctually like come up with like the mini clusters at once to get that like initial like boost of speed. I thought that was kind of his awakening.
I didn't take that as an awakening. I took that as a true hero moment for him.
That's fair. That's also fair too. I will say though, like this could have also that moment a little bit earlier when Bakugo like initially showed like that instant burst of speed. I think that could have also been like the awakening there, because it really was like Bakugo already had like a good sense of speed, but he wasn't able to really keep up. But at a certain point, like his eyes were able to track Shigaraki, and that's like during this like half like awake, half like unconscious like moment was he able to like really show the effects. But I also saw that as like, well, the way that he explained it was that he has been doing this like method for so long already that it's kind of like built up like inside of him as like a partial side effect. I'm not sure if it's like at all hindering to him, but it doesn't look like it right now. But we see that as a representation by like his pupils, like they have like kind of explosions happening around them. And all these little tiny micro explosions, from what I understand, kind of propel him like all at once, and that's how he's able to get that burst speed. And that's
his switch just igniting. He's not even having to ignite it; it's just igniting on its own.
Yeah. But yeah, this is a really good comeback because like if I can understand that correctly, that means that's Bakugo's turn. He is going to just be there like at an instant. And I just want to see that.
Just the absolute just blast all the way straight to All For One. All For One goes, huh?
That'd be crazy. What if he like wipes out All For One just like that?
Just, oh man. Just like, you remember in Dragon Ball when Piccolo teleported in front of someone and just absolutely just blasted them?
I think I remember that.
Yeah, oh no, wait. I'm thinking of Vegeta.
Oh yeah. He's done a couple of those.
Like that's just what I'm imagining. Imagine just getting there. They're like, huh, well, pop.
But yeah, dude, it's been like a whole year in the making. Bakugo was dead for a while, but he's back up. He's breathing, and I don't even know what to expect. Like I think Bakugo as he is now, like definitely can go toe to toe. But I wonder if like now that he has like an extra like bit of life in him now, that he's able to like really look inward about all the things he's like learned and accumulated and like come up with something like on the spot that's like something we've never seen before. So I'm hoping.
Can he use Edshot's quirk?
Oh my god, that would be kind of sick, but I don't think it's gonna work like that.
Could you imagine?
I wonder how that would work. Like, could he like make people like explode from the inside?
He will weave explosions into you.
Oh no!
That'd be metal as fuck.
Yeah, no, but man, I feel bad for Edshot because like he was ultimately what he pretty much did is pretty much create the heart for Bakugo.
Yeah,
but
he sealed his heart.
Yeah, but by doing so, he has to like make himself into like the tiniest of threads that pretty much would make his life cease.
Yeah, he had to give his life in order to help Bakugo live.
Which is like the craziest like idea, because obviously quirks like have like side effects and they can be like definitely detrimental for the user to just have, whether it be like Bakugo's like initial side effects for using nitroglycerin, Deku just in and of itself like hurting himself without proper training,
breaking his limbs.
For Edshot, it's like if you like break yourself down too much, you're gone.
Because he went down such a microscopic level to heal Bakugo.
Yeah, that you can't even like reassemble yourself at that point. It's like, bro.
Essentially became his heart.
Yeah. Is
like, I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's the what if, like, what if?
What if like now that like just like that like, DNA, if you will,
his quirk factor didn't just vanish, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, no, I guess in and of itself, it's the byproduct there, but I don't know sure if it now gets like crossed into like the bloodstream and therefore like becomes a part of Bakugo. That would be crazy, dude.
That's what
Like
I'm wondering. I'm just
like
like, is they?
Bak-
Theoretically, it makes sense.
like Bakugo just has like now another quirk that because of like this process, unlike All for Ones, that it now is just naturally a part of him, so he doesn't suffer any side effects of having too many quirks.
Yeah,
Possibly.
because it's just naturally built into his body.
Yeah. That's wild. Oh my god, Bakugo's strolling up with another quirk. Man, dude.
Wild.
I will say I'm happy for Bakugo. Like obviously he's always been like the rival. He's always been the one who has like the very strong quirk from the beginning, but he's been building that up. Deku's been building up his quirk, but he's been getting a lot of other ones and steadily just surpassing Bakugo. And at this point, like Bakugo's words like ring like true, where like he's going to catch up to Deku despite this. And it's like, bro, the fact that they get drawn in parallels, and the fact that like he shows a lot of growth like in and of itself is like that's great. That's great like character development there.
Absolutely, Bakugo's had an amazing character development.
Mm. But man, dude. Well, I do know that the next chapter is like a week from now, so we're gonna get
We don't
blessed.
gotta wait long.
Yeah, we're about to get blessed by like micro explosions.
Just about to obliterate All for One.
Hmm. I do like how they also like drew like the paths, the like all my like he said to himself that he wasn't like really much as far as like his origin. But when you look back at like all the things he's done so far, and it kind of leaves us for like with that for a little bit, and then they remind us like at the very end of exactly what those represent. And you know, for Deku and Bakugo, that was like just one of those like couple steps were like something that impacted them, as he holds his own thing too. It's great.
Man, next chapter is gonna be wild.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that one. Unless I was like, unless they try to cut away to something else, but no, I think they're now clear. I just hope someone does something. Well, I mean, I guess it might be too late for the pilots at this point. Swollen Island might be lost to us.
I'm just hoping they hit the eject button.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's hard to even tell like what happens because I was hoping that like Deku would probably do something real quick since he sees that. But yeah, they just see like the planes like heading downward, so yeah, or the jets heading down. So I don't know. Like if Bakugo was able to save All Might and everybody there, that would be like the craziest like maneuver.
He pulls a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan just teleporting around saving everybody.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god!
And then just proceeds to kick off All for One's head.
Bro.
That'd be like, dude, I'd be at a loss for words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and how they would represent that, how would they draw that? Because I can kind of see it.
Well, I mean, it's like what All Might said. He said, like, you know, hey, if All for One gets hit one more time, he might just be back to a kindergartner or back to like an infant.
He goes a baby.
All for baby.
All for baby. Super baby 2.
Super baby 2. Super baby 2.
Yeah. All right, guys, I think that's everything we can cover right now. So we'll be joining back on the discussions and the reads with chapter 404. But until then, appreciate everyone for tuning in on this one. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves until then, everybody. And hashtag bye, everyone.